Hi there, welcome back. At this point, you're probably asking, Derek, why are you dressed like a dad in an after-school special? Why do you have flannel on? What's the purpose of it? Well, silly. That's because this is my Thanksgiving episode, and this, my nice little Thanksgiving video for everybody. Now, right off the bat, I have a lot to be thankful for. My friends, my family, the point I'm at in life. I'm incredibly thankful for having 30 subscribers, despite the fact that, I kind of just started this channel a couple months ago, so that's really cool. Thank you to all of you for being a part of this and, continuing to be a part of it as I go more weird down the road. And trust me, by the end of this video, you might not feel the same way, but nonetheless, thank you for being a part of this ride. Amongst all of the things I'm grateful for this year, of all of the good things that have happened to me this year and over the years past, I'm incredibly thankful that Mr. Meaty is no longer a thing. Now, you're probably asking yourself, if you are naive and young and fortunate to have never seen this before, you're probably asking yourself, Derek, what's Mr. Meaty? That's just a really weird sounding name for something, and which way are you going with this? There's probably a couple of you asking what direction I'm going with this. I promise you, we're good. We're clean for the most part. It's not going the way you think you're going. Johnny Sins is not showing up in this video. Mr. Meaty was a TV show that premiered on Nickelodeon back in the mid-ish 2000s, and believe me when I say it is the worst thing you will ever see in your life. Take every bad movie, every scary thing, every creepypasta you've ever visualized with your eyes and experienced. This is 20 times worse, and I promise you I am not lying to you. Look me in my eyes. This is gross. You're gonna hate this. I promise you you're gonna hate this, because I hate it, and it's not gonna be fun for any of us. By this point, I've built it up enough. I've built the anticipation. I've built the worry or the confusion. So let's just talk about it. Let's just dive ourselves right into this cesspool of poop that we're about to experience together. The show initially began as a series of shorts that actually ran on Nickelodeon from 2002 to 2005. And in 2006, it actually got picked up by the network to become a full-fledged TV show with 30-minute episodes. Now, from what I could glean from the Wikipedia and IMDb pages for Mr. Meaty, apparently the idea, the main basis for it, was to be for teenagers. It was supposed to show these characters, because the characters are technically teenagers, in real situations that teenagers go through, while also having an entertaining story that's going on at the same time. And that's a good idea, right? We have a lot of good examples of this working, right? Like Sesame Street, things like that, where education and entertainment are a perfect blend along with puppets. However, it's a lot easier to do that when the puppets look like Big Bird or the Fraggles, but it's a lot harder to do that when the puppets look like this. Yeah, that was the design they went with. No idea why, I couldn't tell you. Who thought that this was a good design for puppets to get people reeled in? These puppets look like they smell like butthole, and I don't like that I think that whenever I look at them. And if you thought that was weird, buckle up, because it gets a lot weirder. Because, we're looking at the characters of the show. You have your two main characters that are really your basic guys, right? You have Josh and you have Parker. And they're two best friends that work at Mr. Meaty, probably just, trying to get a couple quick bucks. Maybe it's a summer job, I don't know. But they're just two best friends slinging burgers at Mr. Meaty for the fun of it, right? Totally normal, despite the fact that, Josh looks like he perpetually has pink eye, and you can thank my mom for that joke. But, they're just two weird-looking teens hanging out. After that, we have the manager of the restaurant, and to be quite honest, he's not really all that important. He's in a couple episodes, one or two of the shorts as far as I can recall, and he's not really all that important. That's his basic, oh, hey, do this, do that, and that's pretty much it, right? So he's not that important, but he's close enough to the main cast that he's worth mentioning. Oh yeah, and after him is the formerly cryogenically frozen founder of the restaurant. Yeah, You heard me right. This guy right here is the founder of the restaurant and is canonically 129 years old. And he decided after founding the restaurant, I just want to get frozen so one day I can just look forward and see what it's like. And he did. And so for the entire time he's in the show, he's just a blue dude in a wheelchair who grunts and says creepy stuff. Like that's his whole purpose for the show. I have no idea what, like it was going so normal, so like well and normal, right? To the point it's like, okay, it looks creepy, but it's, you know, it's salvageable, right? Like I can vibe with this if I really need to. And then you bring in pre-Avatar man, and what am I'm supposed to be okay with this? When I first planned to put this video together, I initially wanted to see if I could rent it from somewhere and then like review the 3 worst episodes, because there are really 3 that I had in mind that I wanted to talk about. But surprise, surprise, you can't find it anywhere. Like I checked multiple sources. I looked for a lot of different areas. I checked a lot of websites that I probably shouldn't revisit. And I couldn't find anything except for here on good old fashioned, good old helpful YouTube. So originally, like I said, the plan was to review 3 of the worst episodes that I could think of and then go into it. But since there's not really a whole lot of info that I could find that, you know, was like coherent enough that I could watch it, I'm just going to go over some of the shorts, and then I'm going to talk about the one worst episode I can think of, like the worst episode that's like super infamous, and then that's where we'll go with this video. Now, if you're still on the fence wondering if this is really that bad, I'm going to play a compilation of some of the shorts, like the worst shorts that I could find, and I'm just gonna play, they're gonna be out of context. I'm gonna play you some out of context clips from this show that I would like to remind you aired on Nickelodeon of all places.
You are such a chicken.
You like blood and stuff?
Yeah. Sure, I guess.
Would you like a tour of our, dark, bloody Mr. Meaty franchise?
Okay.
Still not convinced? Cool, here's a couple more.
Here comes another one.
What is going on here?
Do you see what I'm saying? All right, clearly the people who made this show did not have our best interest in mind. All right, I was 8. I was 8 years old when this show came out, right? In the Catholic canon, I was at the age of reason. I knew right and wrong, and I still watched this show. All right, I will still have moments when like I wake up in a cold sweat because I saw this goth chick in my nightmares, which is a really, really sad, unfortunate thing, because I'm a fan of goth women. Okay, all right, go crazy, sis, do your thing. All right, big titty goth GF for life. But this, no, no, out of here, go away. Right? Like who? I asked this question a lot in like I think so far in this video. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Who are the marketing geniuses in the office just sitting there like, hi there, gentlemen, welcome to this Nickelodeon meeting where we officially sit around and ask ourselves what kind of shows we want to make. So I'm just going to open the floor to you guys, and whatever you guys say, we'll go with the best idea. Yeah, so I had like this cool idea to have like cartoon animals, like teaching kids about like shapes and colors and things like that, like being sort of advanced, something kind of like Sesame Street, but on our own channel, something that can really enrich the community with its existence. Okay, cool, good idea. All right, I'm liking that so far. Anyone else? Yeah, I have a TV idea about an internet web series that's produced by a guy who's uncomfortably obsessed with feet. Oh, okay, yeah, let's actually save that for down the road. That is a good idea, but let's save that for later. Anyone else? Yeah, I have an idea about a TV show about a burger restaurant that's going to scar children for life. Perfect. That's what we're looking for, people. Okay, that's the kind of initiative we're looking for. All right, you, my friend, are getting a raise. Come to your new office. It seriously baffles me to this day that it got even past the writer's room. Like it truly, sincerely does. All right, so we've experienced some of the shorts together. We have a good idea of what the show is like. And now I want to talk about the show's worst episode. As the name implies, the Tapeworm episode involves a tapeworm. And as you can guess, it doesn't get much prettier from there. It's definitely not a good thing. For a brief synopsis, the entire first half of the episode, Parker is just eating everybody's food. For some reason, he thinks that's okay, and he just starts eating his friend's food. And apparently, it's not really explained. Not that I remember, but he just eats so much of his friend's food that he develops a tapeworm. And for some reason, the main conflict of the tapeworm is that it eats his food before he can, so he can't like experience enjoying food, which I don't really think that's how it works. I don't know if that's the anatomically correct aspect of a tapeworm, but nonetheless, he has a tapeworm, and the rest of the episode, they're trying to get it out. Unfortunately for all of us, I actually have attained a clip of said part of the tapeworm episode. And before I actually move forward, you know, whatever you need, a trigger warning, content warning, whatever it might be, this is not a fun thing to watch. I'm not even joking. It's not a good, I'm gonna put the timestamp right down here underneath my finger, right here, for when you can hop to after I've showed the clip. It's only gonna be like, hopefully like 5 seconds. But yeah, like this is what we're talking about when I talk about why Mr. Meaty is one of the worst shows ever created. What? Pardon? What? Why? You had every opportunity to make the right choice. You had the path of purity, and you had the path of showing us Parker throwing up a tapeworm via a fishing pole, and you decided to go that route. I truly do not know if there is a hell, but if there is, this is the reason you're going there. Whoever made this show, whoever greenlit this show, this is why you're going to hell. You see why I said you probably wouldn't enjoy my channel after this video? That's precisely why. That's 100% the reason why. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show you. I'm pretty sure that's all you want me to show you. I really don't feel like I can go any further with this, but Mr. Meaty was gross. It was a absolute poop show. It was horrible. It was gross. It was nasty. It was every bad thing in the book. And and what baffles me about it, like here's my final rant on the subject, but what, you know what baffles me is the fact that this was after Nickelodeon essentially made themselves the king of the castle. All right, through the entirety of the 90s, right? They gave us all the, granted I was only born like 98, but they gave us all these good shows in the 90s, right? You had the Rugrats, Wild Thornberries. They gave us SpongeBob in 1999, and then 7 years later decided it was a good idea to just poop on SpongeBob's legacy, and everything they had created up to that point. And they gave us Mr. Meaty for no logical reason, for no concept other than it was just Mr. Meaty is a monument to man's hubris. All right, Mr. Meaty is a monument to the reason why we don't fly too high, too close to the sun. All right, it is the modern day Icarus. There is no reason that something like this should exist on Nickelodeon. If you wanted something like that, put it on Adult Swim, okay? Put it where that's a normal thing. That's a normal Saturday night on Adult Swim. But Nickelodeon and the primetime block right after SpongeBob comes on, you're going to soil and destroy that sacred part of my cartoon childhood, and you're just gonna throw it out the window. It's stupid. I hate it. I hate Mr. Meaty. I am done with this video. No, thank you. We're over. I'm thankful the show's gone. That's the point of the video, and it's over. Whew. Oh my God. Oh, I need a breather after that one. Oh my God. All right, I'm back and I'm more composed to end the video. So, you know, usual stuff. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Once again, thank you for being part of my 30 subscriber base. Let's, you know, I'm ready to pump those numbers up. So let's see if this video loses me some or gains me some. Let's see. It could really go up or down at this point from this. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. You know, the goal is down the road that the algorithm actually knows who I am and promotes my stuff. Hopefully, you know, I'd like to be hitting some pretty good numbers down the road. You know, maybe if it's in the cards for me, if I'm supposed to, you know, then I will. But, you know, nonetheless, regardless of whether or not I get to 1 million followers or I stay here at 30, I appreciate every single one of you. I am incredibly glad that you have made the decision to spend your time with me, at least in some small part, here on today's Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great one, whatever you celebrate, whether it's Thanksgiving, anything around that, Native American Heritage Day, happy that. As well, that's also a good one. You know, however you jive with the local holidays around your area, enjoy them, have a good time. It's fun. You know, life is a good thing. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for experiencing this horrible thing with me. And I will see you in next week's video.